Yeah, I'm still that nigga. Bring hate, better reconsider. Way too rilla.
My shit sharper than I hit lip. What? Pardon, sorry. Max top form, I ain't never been shoddy. Weak. This ain't for the weak. This ain't for the weak. A lot of people been asking me about the sounds that I make when I'm doing my shadow boxing. Mad thing.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bread and Butter by Saucier. We are at Everest in Lewisham today, and we're about to get some amazing Tamil food with our boy Reece. Let's go. So we're in Everest. This is your spot, right?
Yeah, man.
So you come here all the time?
I practically live here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here maybe like at least once a week.
Really?
Yeah. But I love this place. Obviously, Everest Curry King is like, it's pivotal. Like, it's very key in like Lewisham Tamil culture. Mm-hmm. Everyone that's kind of like growing up in this area, all like the parties, the family events.
Yeah.
It's like the other side, the next door bit. That's where everyone used to get their food from, the catering. Like big tubs of like just mutton curry.
Yeah, I think
rolls.
when you get like South Asian food of any sort, like you don't get small portions.
No,
like
never.
you're always buying the buckets or
the
trays kind of thing,
that's
aren't you?
it.
So.
Everyone's taking something home.
But you've been coming here for years. Is it just because the food's good, or like?
I think both, man. Like the food's good. Obviously, the people here that work here, it's just a very homey feel. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of home food. I've grown up eating this food here, so it's nice to be able to have a space to like share this with your people. So a lot of my friends, they eat a lot of Tamil food now because of me.
Oh really? You kind of introduced it to them?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I'll take the credit. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the credit. Okay.
As you should.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nah, Coke is over there. Thank you.
You're actually mixed. You're half Sri Lankan, half Jamaican.
When people see me,
because people like honestly looking at you, like people would, you might not assume, you know. So
yeah. Nice.
Tell us a bit about that, I guess.
It's always nice to shock people, especially like obviously I'm Sri Lankan, but I'm Tamil, so I like to like certain times I might just say something in Tamil just to scare them.
Like to an uncle.
Yeah. Like why is this black guy infiltrating? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm fully Tamil and I'm fully Jamaican, you know what I'm saying? So I like to embrace both sides.
Yeah. So you ordered me a nectar.
Yes.
I've never seen it in my life.
It's like a fruity, berry kind of like, imagine Vimto with fizzy but wavier. You get what I'm saying?
It's a very Sri Lankan.
Yeah. It's a very Sri Lankan drink. A lot of people know about this juice.
You're so right. That tastes like Vimto but better. That's crazy. What the
I'm glad
hell?
you like it, man.
That's so good.
Yeah. I'll open you into the world of nectar now.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get this from many places, like.
Nah, I don't think so. I think you might have to order it in bulk somewhere or have the plug. You get me? But come to Everest. Yeah. Even like just on that side there, you might see it a little later on. But there's like a lot of like snacks, treats, sweets that are like very South Asian, Sri Lankan. Even there's a couple drinks that are like Trinidadian as well. So.
I feel like it's a big part of our culture, but it doesn't, I don't know. I think people might not realise it as much, like all the sweet stuff, especially with the snacks,
100%.
The crisps, the little nuts and stuff.
Yeah, the Bombay mixes, all of that.
Yeah, the Bombay mix. There's the thing, it even surprises me at times because I've known you for years now, and then you just chuck out something random like the Bombay mix or like.
It's so cultural, isn't it?
Yeah, even with the music, like when you make your music, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but like even the backing tracks, like you're always pulling through that South Asian kind of feel constantly.
Yeah. It's just like I like to because I know that I'm effectively like an anomaly. Like a lot of people are yet to even understand that like there's black people that have mixed with South Asian people. I feel like now there's a lot more of it, but when I was growing up I was like one of the only, it felt like I was like the only one,
really?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and not surprising to be fair.
At that time,
South.
Yeah. Say again?
You grew up in South?
Yeah, so Lewisham, so right now we're in Lewisham, so I'm growing up in like Lewisham Borough. I'm from Catford, where is it? Lewisham, yeah.
That is, you are a bit of an anomaly, like especially like growing up in the 90s, early 2000s, being that kind of mix, and then visibly not looking like what you are as well, catching people off guard entirely.
Oh, big time. But it's just, like I said, man, I like to just be able to like, portray that the fact that I exist and just put a lot of like my music with the South Asian sample.
Yeah. I guess what I wanted to ask was, someone who grew up mixed race, I feel like, from what I hear, like from my friends' experiences, it's always a little bit like, I don't belong in this side or that side. So for you, what was that like growing up? Because, like, especially with like being an artist as well, like if you're in the music game, all of that kind of stuff, like how did you figure out where to position yourself?
That's a really good question. I think growing up, obviously, I didn't realise I was mixed race until like I was near 10. Do you get what I'm saying? And then it's when you realise it, you're like, oh wow. So like your whole perspective, your whole reality is kind of like shifted effectively. So you kind of like pay attention to the fact that you are 100% in both worlds, innit? And just the understanding or the receptiveness in certain communities, sometimes you could be made to feel like you don't belong here. So at times I've definitely felt too Tamil around my Jamaican friends or Jamaican family, and too Jamaican around my Tamil side. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, the whole journey of just like learning who you are and navigating through life, and just through that alone you get to, create cool and have cool experiences, and it's just a lot more to talk about and just explain.
Do you feel like it's actually enriched, I guess, what you're creating a little bit more, because you have so much perspective here, because South Asia is just not, like one place. You've got so many different places, and then the same with the Caribbean, it's not just Jamaica. Like.
And the beautiful thing about it as well is like, even though that both communities are quite different, there's also a lot of similarities. A lot. So man, it's just been cool to kind of see the communities as I've grown up, and as years have gone by, especially these recent years, it's like we're seeing more of the blending and the meshing together of the world. Whether that's people like, having kids that are half Jamaican, half Sri Lankan. I've got nephews that are half Nigerian and half Tamil.
Oh really? It's just becoming more and more.
Yeah. It's cool, man. So yeah, man. Thank you.
That looks banging. Is that tamarind?
Say again?
It looks like tamarind. Something tamarind.
Oh.
Smell it.
It might have tamarind in it, but yeah, this is like mutton curry. It's
on
kind
chips.
of like on the chips. So it's like a loaded fries, Jaffna loaded fries. Only get that in Everest. You know what I'm saying?
That looks
Only
amazing. We have to try it.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. So right now,
tell us what
we got some Jaffna mutton fries, banging. You can only get this here at Everest Curry King. If anyone else is doing this, it's probably a rip-off, you get me? Mutton rolls,
A staple.
This is a staple, man. Any like family event, parties, weddings, snacks, you get me? Some mutton rolls. Sometimes you might have the fish cutlets as well. Something else called vade as well. And you got like...
There's the like little Indian...
it's like...
I think I've seen like a variation of it.
There's different ones, so there's some that have like more spinach, more other flavours as well. So it's banging, man. And then the mutton rolls, they come with the chili sauce, and you got the garlic sauce here. But the chili sauce is a kicker still. So if you can handle your spice...
I'm a bit nervous. I can, but I should be able to, honestly. Like my mum... Definitely causes me about
the South Asian
just a little bit. But what did you say this was? No, that's mutton rolls, and this is
mutton as well.
So I might just go for it.
Squeeze
the lime.
All of that.
I was checking this post out on socials, and it seems like, I don't know, it's starting to pop off. I don't know if it has been already, or if it's like a if you know type place, but definitely seen it.
No, it's
a lot of people trying to like.
It's gaining popularity. 100%. I think there should be more. I'm gonna grab one. Thank you. There should be more. I feel like more awareness on this spot here, man. It's banging, man. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm here regular. These guys probably are sick of me. I'm here at least like once a week.
You were chilling in the kitchen.
I'm in the kitchen more time, just kicking it. You get me?
No, I think it's nicer, and I think what we were just saying was like, it's low-key a slept-on cuisine. Like people, I didn't even know about Sri Lankan food like that. To be honest, like I've never had mutton rolls before, but I'm excited to try it.
You gonna learn a day? You
already started. I didn't even talk. So what? Just dip it in. Eat
man.
with your hands.
I
don't want to be.
I usually eat with my hands.
I don't know why I'm nervous. Like I'm like forgetting. Can I eat with my hands? Like. Okay, let's go.
Exactly.
There's like potato and stuff in it as well.
So it's like mutton curry with some potatoes cooked with it as well. Like in some pastry and you fry it.
That's amazing. That's
Serious,
crazy.
yeah, serious.
What?
Serious, man.
What? Nah.
I fasted today. This is a mutton roll. Mutton roll? Yeah. Saying that it's a winner, yeah?
That's crazy.
I'm glad you guys are loving it, man.
Nah, take one. Or you guys half one or something. It is banging. It's spicy, but
I enjoy it, guys.
I think it's like the crispiness of it as well.
Now you see why I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
I'm here all the time.
You're not fat.
No. I strongly feel like the whole biryani is the best biryani.
Really?
Only because like they cook it with the
Wait, can you look into the camera and say that again?
they cook it with like the the whole biryani is the best biryani. But it's because of the moistness from like the wet cloth at the top of the pot, and then the meat comes off the bone and it's so crazy. It's, you know what I mean?
Previously you mentioned about how your parents met, and I was wondering if to some degree that you're comfortable with, be willing to talk about that a bit.
That's calm, yeah.
Because I feel like how you came about kind of thing is, it's like, I don't know. You told me and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's mad. It's
I think it says a lot about the world we're in, as well as how nice it is. There's like a niceness to it as well, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. So my dad left, he fled Sri Lanka. Obviously, everything that was happening with like the Tamil Tigers. So he's ended up in the UK now. But luckily, he had like a support system of like cousins, friends that are already here, type of thing. So so the way that my parents met, which is such a mad story, to be fair. So one of my mum's closest friends when she was younger is also one of my dad's like cousins, like distant cousins. Like especially like one thing I've learned in like South Asian community is like a lot of people that I'll call my cousin or uncle, they're not actually.
No,
but you're still family. You're still family. So so that link, that was the link for the two of them. So on my dad's cousins and my mum's best friends 18th, my dad met my mum. And then
in the UK?
In Deptford. In Deptford, so it's just round the corner.
What the hell?
A true like Lewisham love story, like, do you know what I mean?
I've never heard that in my life. A Lewisham love story.
And 2 years later, I popped up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Came into the world like that. That's mad. I think like considering the circumstances that your dad was under as well, like having to come and then your mum born and raised here.
So obviously her parents, they're Jamaican, so they came over in like the whole Windrush era. My mum, fully like, you know, a Catford girl. Lewisham,
Oh man. You just told me something mad which I had no idea about, but Morley's is Sri Lankan.
Tamil owned, Tamil owned company.
That's crazy.
They just celebrated 40 years this year. But it's really nice to see what's happening with Morley's. Like, obviously, to a lot of people that live in like Lewisham or South London, it's just a normal chicken shop for us. But it's like
we're just seeing it expanding,
man. And it's just, you know, it's getting really, it's integrating within culture in like when it comes to like music and other pivotal points as well. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a bit of a unofficial landmark almost. Like, I feel like people come to London and they're
told to check out
they'll go to like a Morley's, and considering it was just like that one standalone shop one day, local, and now it's literally all across London. People doing music videos outside of it.
Exactly. I think the first one was in Sydenham, which is not that far from here. And it's just blowing up, man. You can see it. Big up Shan. You get me? Big up Shan.
Shout out to him. But cool, apart from food, you were just talking about music and whatnot. I know you're fully in the game. And I remember you performed in Toronto a few years ago.
Yes, I did a set at the Coffee Fest back in 2018. Because we went up over there.
I completely forgot about it. And then when I was kind of like thinking about this conversation, I was like, shit, like out of nowhere we kind of met up after years in Toronto randomly. Which is mad. What have you been doing since then, I guess? It's been like a long time.
Oh, 100%, I mean, I've I've consistently just been making music. I haven't released consistently. But obviously, you know, life happens, and sometimes you kind of get drawn away from your passions due to like just responsibilities or just certain phases in life.
Yeah.
But it's been about, I'd say it's coming up to like 2 years where I've just kind of like poured myself back into like things that I'm very passionate about. That's kind of like allows me to like center myself.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just back making music, and also getting involved again with martial arts. So I grew up doing taekwondo from a young age.
Oh, nice.
So I'm a third dan black belt in taekwondo.
You're a what?
Third dan black belt in taekwondo.
Mad. I don't even know what that means. But I
It
just
just
had
means
black belt. I was like, sounds serious.
Yeah, it is to be honest. And then I've also gone on to like train in Muay Thai.
Oh, nice.
Big up Team Red Dragons, big up Julian Howell. And since then I've done other like, you know, other martial arts as well, just trained with different people, bits of Wing Chun, Aikido, all of these things. But I'm just very passionate about both music and martial arts.
Yeah. Why do you feel like it's important for you to, like, what is it about music that you're drawn to?
Do you know what? Yeah.
That's the one thing you said that you've been consistent with as well.
Yeah, just in regards to creation, I've been very consistent with the creation. Do you know what it is with music, and it's difficult navigating through the space when it comes to like how you want to release things and how you want it to look and the metrics and the numbers and the stuff that I don't feel that really matters, but it does matter at the same time. It's like a weird like pros and cons there, innit? But for me, I just look at music as just art. So I'm always looking at the fact that what I've created is kind of, I've made it, but it's really bigger than me, because once I release this and share this with the world, it's gonna have an impact on someone else that is very alien to the fact that this exists.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just keeps snowballing and stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes we get wrapped up in, you know, trying to chase flowers that we should get. But yeah, it's just art.
You have a combination of like this local sound, which you grew up with, probably like being from Catford, London, etc. And then with your like your Tamil side as well. That's kind of like blended into what you kind of create.
Literally it's just like I try and recreate aspects of like my childhood, where it's like you know, sitting with my upper man, just watching a lot of the soaps, watching like Sun TV, all these Tamil shows, even some of the Indian shows you used to watch as well. And just like the soundtrack would always be super like elaborate, mad scales, big strings, but it just sounds like glorious. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, I learned how to like produce by watching a lot of like Kanye West, Timbaland, a lot of sampling. So those were the first type of songs that I wanted to try and sample. Was like, you know, like Devdas theme songs, or you know what I'm saying, or anything from like the Bollywood, the Collywood kind of. You know what I mean? So
I think like even to Kanye and Timbaland, like they both, especially Timbaland, as we know, like he pulls so much from like the South Asian scene. So, like 100%. The point where I didn't even know that he took that, changed it, chopped it up, and then like turned it into, I don't know, like a Britney song, or like he didn't do the Britney one, but like, you know, he's on so many ways pulled the South Asian melodies.
For real. But it's just there's so much to pull from. So much to pull from, and like because the soundtracks are so. Like you have like 30 seconds
They're
of like,
intricate,
and then you got another like 10 seconds where it goes somewhere else, and it's like that could be another song now. Do you get what I'm saying? So. That's
because I feel like with South Asians, like they're so dramatic, and like it comes through with the music, the acting, like the Bollywood, everything. There's always a song and dance about everything, you know. So and I think
literally in the film.
Literally, and the music just kind of follows that, you know. I think that's why there's always so many like levels to all the different sounds that they pull through. But you can hear that in what you create as well, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it's very obvious that you're pairing these two different things together.
Big time, man. It's just the way I've grown up, and I just want to kind of use, that's kind of like my palette when it comes to me kind of creating anything with my sounds. So I'm always going to draw from what I'm
it's your experience. You dropped something.
I dropped a track called Sweet. I made that earlier this year, to be honest. And funny enough, I recorded that song in my car.
Yeah, I saw that in your caption, and when you listen to it, it's not that it sounds like low quality, but it just sounds like like you wouldn't be able to tell you did it in your car, you know.
Yeah.
But there's still like a certain like feel to it, like an analogy kind of like there's texture.
Yes,
if that makes sense.
yes, and that's what I was aiming for. Because like music, it can get. I feel like music can get stagnant if we're always following trends or worrying about what someone else is doing. Because comparison is a big thief of joy. So it's like if you can kind of make your thing, like literally your thing, and take risks, experiment, and just try stuff, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Sweet came out of me. Just let me just record this in the car, because usually I do a lot of my demos or like reference tracks. It will be like either on my iPhone or with that same like a little like £10 headphone with the mic. And
no way.
But people go to like big studios and the microphone costs like all £5,000. And do you know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes just work with what you have, because it allows you to do cool stuff, man.
Yeah, nice. I think a lot of the time, like a lot of artists, and it's not to make comparison, but you just have to create sometimes. And I think a lot of artists, big, small, whatever, tend to say that, like, just work with what you have. And if it's good, it's good. Yeah, no, it goes hard. It's nice.
Thank you.
You're still gonna just be putting stuff out. Have you got anything planned?
Yes, I've got a whole. Like I said, I've been creating consistently for a long time. So I've got loads of songs to be dropping. I'm also part of a collective called Navy. So there's a whole bunch of songs coming from the camp. All of us, yeah. So we're just here cooking, getting that done, and also for my own stuff as well. I'm kind of going back into that space where it's like that, my signature sound, where it's like, you know, the South Asian samples, with like the, you know, the heavy hitting hard drums, bass lines. We're just loading up. The stuff that's coming is lit.
Okay, so from now until like next year, we can expect to hear like more and more from you.
Way more. And even still, when it comes to like, obviously I love music, but I think as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that I'm actually into other things as well. So it's like, just like the mode of expression through music, it also translates with art, fashion, and other areas of culture as well.
Ways to express it, because even in like the music video, like how you dress, like if it's you and your collective, like how you guys present yourself, there's so much that kind of like adds to it.
Oh, definitely. But yeah, man, so more music on the way, 100%.
Are you going to be doing any live shows, or is that something you would like to do?
Yeah, so that's definitely, I'm definitely going to try and put some shows together, listening parties, screenings, etc. Some of them are in the works as we speak. So yeah, that's all due to come as well.
I mean, I don't even know kind of like martial arts. What you said, you started from that when you were younger, and it's just something that you're into now. Is that like a health thing, or is it something?
Do you know what?
That...
So it's so crazy. So I started martial arts and music effectively around the same time. So I made my first beat when I was about 7.
Really?
And I also started Taekwondo around that age, maybe just before, or that same age. But it was more so just to kind of like protect me from being bullied at school, in case anyone was trying to pick on me. I think there was a point in my life where when I was a lot younger, there was like a bit of bullying going on. So I think my mum was more so, especially my dad as well.
Yeah, quick to
just like, let's get him into some martial arts and whatnot. And so I just embedded myself into Taekwondo. You know, worked my way up when it comes to the belts and stuff like that. Fought for the country.
Really?
When I was like 11.
Reece, I've known you for how many years? I didn't even know this. What? That's mad.
Fought for the country in like a South Korean Open. So everyone went over to South Korea. Fought there, and man.
This is serious.
National championships. Trained with the Olympic team.
Casually, all of this. What the hell?
But it's a lot of that was very early on. So like now, I like what I'm seeing now, where it's like you know, social media is able to cover a lot of like martial arts inspired things. But
nice.
I'm from the era where it's like it was happening before people were really filming it. And even still, it's like back then, it's like, because back then I strongly feel like martial arts and like road culture was like this.
There was like a crossover. I don't know. 100%. It might have been from like movies or something, like where people felt drawn to it. It was just cool. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean back then you kind of like, so like a lot of like my OGs, like they all know how to protect themselves from martial art, and it's like coming from that era. That's where there was a lot of martial art schools
Oh, so it
Because of
wasn't
that.
the movies or anything. I don't know, because in my
I
head I'm
think
like, maybe it was
movies-
Bruce Lee, like gassed
movies
everyone.
definitely,
Like,
movies definitely played a part in it.
Yeah.
And it's pretty jokes because one of my uncles did mention that my dad. So before I was even born or even existed, my dad was like, "Yeah, my son's gonna do martial arts."
You already knew. Yeah.
Look, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that's so nice though, but I feel like it's something that you can carry out throughout your life. It's not only like just for health benefits, but I feel the discipline and stuff that
big
it
time.
probably brings you in that will tie into music indirectly as well, you
Big
know?
time, yeah. Even just self-development, man,
Yeah.
and it's like self-preservation as well because a lot of people, sometimes being able to fight at a high level reminds you that you don't need to fight, and it allows you to kind of like step away from issues. You know, you learn de-escalation in its highest form.
Yeah,
And it's just, man, and I think it's important, especially now. I mean, it's 2025 and knife crime is crazy right now.
Yeah.
Like, even myself being a knife crime survivor, it's like watching these young kids now, some of them aren't making it. Just the other, I think a couple of weeks back there was like 4 stabbings in like 6 days or something. And like, it's just sad to see, man. I think there needs to be more initiatives when it comes to like martial arts again and just learning how to fight.
Like just throw hands, like
Yeah,
you
man.
to take it to
put
that
the
level.
weapons down. There's no need, like,
Throw
because
your
they're spoiling the
hands.
fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's alright to have a little fisticuff.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Stop.
No, I know what you
Stop
mean
the
though.
fighting,
Like,
but yeah.
if you get to that point, like you'd rather punch someone in the
Yeah,
face rather than it go to
100%.
that
But
point.
also, that is also still very dangerous.
very
Things can go wrong there.
yes.
But yeah, I agree, man. But yeah, martial arts, man.
Yes. I was thinking about it myself because I feel like, as a woman, obviously, as well for the same reason.
It's
But
important. No, real talk. And it's like there's so many weirdos out there that like, I think it's important just to be able to throw
like a good
one or two
one
combos
swing.
that you know that I got this on
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So if anyone comes and this is the order, I can
I know
protect
how
myself.
to throw that elbow in their face.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
it.
Be like
Just
good. One elbow.
You get me? And then just leg it, because sometimes the best form of defense is getting at it. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone's like, I will never run. Listen.
One elbow and I'm gone.
Never running gets you hit, gets you stabbed, gets you shot, and that's long.
It will come. I've just got you in my head singing.
Sent to destroy.
Oh God, what was I gonna say? I was, This is like, I need to find this somewhere else because I can't be coming all the way to Lewisham.
One thing I want to try. Yeah, there must be other shops.
I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened in the last
Sugar,
few
it's the
minutes.
enamel.
Yeah.
It's the nectar.
Oh, this is the real stuff. That's why this is probably got all that goodness in it. But regardless of, I was going to say regardless of the crack in this, I won't say that. But it's been amazing to try some food. I think we're going to stay behind and eat some more. Actually.
Yes, definitely.
What are you going to help us order? Because I'm relying on you to
Okay.
to
You
give
said
us
you like your
recommendations.
chicken. You're on this chicken.
I'll eat
yeah?
anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I usually go and get the mutton chukka, couple parathas with it. You get me?
Yes.
Staple,
Yeah.
easy. But you got kottu. Kottu's like a proper staple Tamil dish as well.
I've had that before.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the one I've had.
slapping. Biryani's nice, and they got different types of kottus. They got like chicken ones, they got meat
Okay.
ones, seafood, veg.
Nice.
So yeah, man, the list goes on. So yeah, we'll order some.
Yeah, cool. So we're going to stay behind and order some more food. But thank you so much for talking to us.
It's all good. It's all good. Man.
Enjoying this amazing food with you and
yeah.
learning a bit about your music, which hopefully we're going to hear some more about,
100%.
and your boxing, which we probably won't see more about. Maybe outside, you went through your phase of doing your 100-day
100
shadow
days of shadow
boxing.
boxing. Yeah. That was a fun
No part
challenge.
2.
You know what? I was asked, you need to start that up again. So I think what I'll probably do is just here and there, just because 100 days is 100 days, bro.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Someone said to me, yeah, you should just do like 4 years, like just slap it, and I'm like, well, you're not gonna do 4 years. Do you know what I mean?
That's the
That's
commitment.
mental, yeah. But yeah, definitely gonna get back to some of that content as well. I mean, it's just my day to day, so just kind of capturing content of what I do when I'm training and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, no. Cool, let's get into this food and we will check out some more of your music and stuff later.
100.
About spin it from bread and butter.
Yeah.